Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Smart Move to UK, where we aim to give you more information about UK policies, the developments happening in UK immigration and nationality laws, and various case studies, etc. So in this video today, we're going to speak about the benefits of having indefinite leave to remain in UK. I get this question a lot of time from the client where they are very curious to know on why should they get a PR, which is commonly known as a permanent residency, but the legal terminology of the same is an indefinite leave to remain in UK. The first and the most prominent advantage that you have for indefinite leave to remain in the UK is the right to live and work in the UK. Yes, so once you have completed your 5 years of stay and then you're applying for an indefinite leave to remain in UK, and assumingly you granted a permission under the ILR, then you can work full-time, part-time, you can do freelance work, you can be self-employed, and you can do all of it. So that the restriction that you formerly would have under the visa category that you've entered into, it breaks those barriers down. So you no longer have that restriction. Let me explain this to you more in detail. Hypothetically, the applicants entered the UK on, say, a skilled worker visas and have remained in the UK for a period of 5 years. There was a restriction on the applicants to work with the employer only who has given them a COS. But once you've got an indefinite leave to remain in UK, then this particular applicant would now have rights to take up a part-time job or a freelance work, or they can be self-employed and employed, and they can do everything if they can manage everything. So I think this is a very big advantage that you get, is the freedom to live and work in the UK. So you get those rights under the indefinite leave to remain in UK. The second advantage that you have is the access to public funds. So once you have an indefinite leave to remain in UK, you get more rights, which are, say, the healthcare rights, or the council tax benefits, or the unemployment benefits, the housing benefits. And these rights are not only given to you as an applicant, but also to your dependents if they were a part of your application and they too have been granted an indefinite leave to remain in UK, which means that everybody who's got indefinite leave to remain in UK will have an access to public funds. The third right that you get is the unrestricted travel. Every time after you've been granted an indefinite leave to remain in UK, there's no questions then being asked to you on your reasons to visit or your reasons to leave the UK. So there's a lot of liberty that you get in to travel in and out of the country unrestricted. This is very important in cases where clients have, say, business interest outside the UK, or they have a strong family which they are required to regularly visit. Then this indefinite leave to remain in UK, and particularly this right to have the unrestricted traveling in the country, is very important to them if they've got the ILR. Indefinite leave to remain in UK is also a pathway to citizenship. It is just one step away from you becoming a British national and getting full rights in the UK. So once you have an indefinite leave to remain in UK, you then can qualify to do a naturalization application and then also apply for a British passport, which gives you a bigger rights in the UK, a more broader rights in the UK, including the political rights as a British national. The next important benefit that you have as an indefinite leave to remain in UK is that you can sponsor your family. So the rights of an indefinite leave to remain in UK allows you to sponsor other family members. For instance, very recently I was been speaking to a client who had been in the UK for the last 12 years. The idea is that he wanted to enter the UK, set himself up, and then call his family. So now after 12 years, he's planning to do an application for his wife and dependent children to help them to be with him in the UK. So this is what you can do if you have an indefinite leave to remain in UK, is you can sponsor your family members. The last but the most important benefits that you have under the indefinite leave to remain in the UK is that you no longer have to seek further permissions to remain in the UK. So the change in the immigration rules or the extension applications or the renewal applications you're not worried about those anymore, because you have then a complete rights. So whatever further changes in maybe the immigration rules or the fees for the renewals, etc., may come into existence would not affect you, since you have complete rights, or you have your indefinite leave to remain in the UK. As your solicitor at Smart Move to UK, my goal is to guide you through the process of obtaining UK Permanent Residency, ensuring that you experience all these incredible benefits. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out. Your journey to a most promising future starts here.